I'm not afraid of being dead. I just am afraid of dying. And the reason I say that is because I had a pretty significant near-death experience when I was a child. I nearly drowned. The thing that I remember is being under the water, holding my breath, struggling to get to the top of the water. I could feel my hand reaching up, and I could feel the air up there, and I slapped down on the surface of the water, trying to push up, and I couldn't. So, don't swim in ditches, kids. So there I was. Oh, God. Jesus saved me. God saved me. I'm a little kid, 8 years old. What do? You do. A man who was at the ditch where I was not supposed to be caught me before I went under a culvert. And he could hold me, but he couldn't pull me out. And he's hollering. And there's this is down at Alameda, at that ditch that runs parallel to the river, back in the 60s. So anyway, Alameda, this guy going by on a motorcycle, here's this guy yelling, "Jesus, somebody help me!" I'm assuming he was yelling that. I'm hoping that he was yelling. This guy on a motorcycle hears him and jumps off the motorcycle, pulls me out of the water, just as I was seeing this. And this is why I'm not afraid of being dead. I was standing on a bank of a river, and I could see the opposite bank. And over there, I could see a lot of people waiting for me. And I thought, I know all those people, but who are they? I can't see their faces. I'm looking at the faces. And I see one face that I recognize, and that's Jesus. It's the Jesus that we all see growing up.
Amen.
So I reach out to Jesus because I know he's going to grab me and he's going to help me.
Amen.
But he did this. Those guys pulled me out of the ditch. I had been in the water so long, my face was blue. So Jesus was resurrected that very moment just for me, to save me at that moment. I don't know those people's names that saved me. Wow, what a relief I made it, Jesus. And then I grew up and I thought, okay, I kind of know everything. Yeah, well, that just means nothing. I can do this on my own. God is dead, but don't worry, Mary's pregnant again. That's who I was. I honestly believed that God was dead, even after I was saved. You grow up like we grew up, being despised and, called names, things like that. So he said, how can there possibly be a God? So we're in high school now, and the Jehovah's Witnesses are making the rounds in the neighborhood. They get to our house, knocking on the door. Yeah, what do you want? We're Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't care. We're atheists. They looked at me and they said, if you're atheist, why do you have a picture of Jesus on the wall behind you? Those Jesus pictures you see in bodice, velvet paintings. Hey, soy raza. So I looked at it like I'd never seen it, and I said, oh, is that who that is? What a jerk I was. Because I denied knowing Jesus. The one who saved me when I needed him. And the one who saves me every time I call out to him.
All right.
Every time. I have done some really crazy, stupid things, but every time I've called out to Jesus, he's resurrected me. And so for me, Resurrection Day is not just one day a year, it's every day. For me, when I see Jesus, like Lucy over there just starting her walk with God, Jesus is resurrected. Boom, there he is. Every time any one of us has something going on in our life, and we need some help, who do we call out to? It's Jesus. You know? Jean says, yeah, I know, you're going to talk about me today. She's right, I do. Because, you know, I didn't believe that there was a Jesus for me. You know, not for me. But Jean kept saying, come on to church, come on to church. So I came to church. Now look at me. You know, there is. And it lives right here. It's a short sermon. It's my living truth. For me, Resurrection Day is every day. Because every day I ask Jesus to help me find the goodness in life. And every day He shows me. Every day I'm blessed. And sometimes I'm a real turd. And you people who know me know this. But at the bottom of my heart, you know, I'm thinking, I just want to help you. I want to help you find Jesus the way I found Jesus. And I want you to understand that Jesus is not the guy who's going to stand there and condemn you. Gene, do you remember Jack Otzenberger? Here's a guy who taught me the living word of don't judge somebody because what are they thinking about you? So we have ourselves to blame for some things. But what we have is a living Jesus in us and with us to help us through the things we can't change. So what you should do, in my opinion, I'm just going to tell you how to live your lives because that's what you do, you know, when you know it all. The honest truth is, I can't tell you what you need to do. Only you know. And only you will know your truth and your resurrection when it's yours. I can tell you about mine. I can pray for yours. And I pray that each and every one of you finds your resurrection and that Christ lives for you in your heart and that you're not a Thomas. That you don't have to see. Because I've been shown a few times, and if I don't believe, then I've got a serious problem. So I'm just asking you to take a moment and believe those miracles that you see. Those are the living Jesus. Every one of those is a little resurrection. Amen.
Amen.